Hello, hello, Mana here, and welcome back to Pathfinder Kingmaker. Picking up here where we left off on our hunt for Tartuccio. And yeah, our party's not in the best shape, but we're doing okay. Should be fine, hopefully. But yeah, I hope you're all doing well, and just a couple quick things before we get started. So for one, I don't know if I did mention in the first one, I may have, but I'm only now realizing again, right? Why is there no volume slider for combat? Like, that's weird, right? Like, normally you'd have, like, a sound effects one or something. But there's not for this. Does anyone know if you can adjust that in some way? These were at 70, but I bumped them down. And I usually just adjust things in editing as well, so please let me know if you find any issues with the audio balance in this one. I really would appreciate it, because if you don't, I'll probably leave it as is. And I mean, I think it's been okay, but I don't know, I'm always a bit finicky with that, so I got that up obviously a lot higher so their voices are nice and clear, and for this stuff I can balance afterwards as well if needed. But I've noticed that some of the combat stuff is quite loud, like especially the deaths and some of the hits and stuff, and I usually drop that down a little in editing. But yeah, I realized, like, I was like today, I was like, oh well, actually, you know what? Maybe I'll drop things down a little so the voices can be even more stand out. But the main thing I wanted to balance was the combat, and yeah, nothing there, so yeah, bit odd. Still not sure what that is either. So that was 85, moved that to 80, and I dropped those both from 70 to 60. So let me know if there's any issues, but hopefully it'll be alright. It's always awkward sort of balancing it with my voice and stuff, you know. But other than that, one sort of important thing that I realized...
Never stop learning.
Yes, that is good and true.
I'm
But
listening.
I wrote it
mainly I was
myself.
thinking about...
I'm still here.
well, Bless is a good example. I realized you can use these out of combat. I mean, it's so obvious, yet I hadn't realized it till now, in the sense of, like, I knew it, but I didn't really think about the fact that we could be using Bless before going into combat and stuff, so I think that's definitely something that I'm going to need to pay... Oh, hello. Just, well, you know, don't mind my distraction here. But, yeah. Okay, what... Do these get reset, or did we not loot these? Because that happened at the start of the last one. In the tomb. So I don't know. Is that like a bug? Or is it just because they're... No, I don't know. I don't know why they go back to yellow. But yes, I realized that, yeah, rather than wasting a turn, we can actually be buffing and stuff beforehand. Because she's got this too, doesn't she? A first level bard can use his before... Lin... That seems like a bit of a fail, putting his when Lindsay's like the default bard. And anyway... At first level, a bard can use performance to inspire courage in his allies, including himself, and again, bolstering them against fear and improving their combat abilities. To be affected, an ally must be able to perceive the bard's performance. An affected ally receives a +1 morale bonus on saving throws against charm and fear attacks, and a +1 competence bonus on attacks and weapon damage rolls. Yeah, so, and that's 15, so that's pretty, yeah. So that's sort of a mistake I've been making, I think, so good to know. Yeah, I think that was all. Other than that, yeah, we can get going pretty much. For reference, if you're curious, it is later today from the last one. So yes, I don't know about what I'm best to do with resting or anything yet. If anyone happens to comment, appreciated. But yes, I don't know yet. So, but yeah, I think I'm a bit more awake and such now. So hopefully I can manage to read and do things. Sipping some juice, and we are good to go. But yeah, so I think I will do what I said though, like. We'll try and basically cover as much as possible and fight as much as possible before resting. So we might avoid some fights while we try and get around. And I do want to kill everything in the region because I think we want to sort of maximize the XP here at the start. But I'm also curious about this because the time is running. But how does it work? Like if I just stand here, am I literally wasting time or... Yeah, because I'm not actually sure on that. But yes, as for... we should probably drink up. Maybe even the moderate one. Yeah, so that's 2d8. So that's maximum 16. She has 20. So yeah, I just don't want to be wasteful. So you know what? You deserve that, I think. That wasn't the best, but still.
State your
no.
desire.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Was lost
Alright,
in
very good.
thought.
Let's do a quick save for no real reason and continue on. And yeah, I don't... Oh, hello. I was gonna say, I really need to remember to like press tab as much as humanly possible, I think, because it seems like there is a lot of things, but also seems like certain detection things, you have to be pretty close, so I think we want to be pretty thorough with our checking around of things. And hello, dead man. Oh, you have a few things on you. Oh, that's worth some money. A crumpled letter. Oh, okay. Let's grab those. Maybe we'll grab that. I don't know if it's worth it, but grab that note too. What do you say? My dear Kenneth Plamer? My dear Kenneth Plamer, with your desire to pursue a new archaeological mission, I spent a few hours in my library today and identified a location worthy of your research. In the northeastern part of the River Kingdoms lies a region called the Stolen Lands. Many antiquities can be found in such places. No doubt an inquisitive researcher will be able to find old coins, significant cultural remnants, and even pieces of an artifact that might be restored. Naturally, you shall require the service of a specialist to evaluate your findings during your travels. I have no doubt of your ability to recruit such a specialist once you arrive in the Stolen Lands. Such contacts can typically be made in large citadels or settlements. You would not want your return journey encumbered with items of scant value or interest, after all. Before you set off, it is my obligation to warn you that this place is untamed and can be perilous. Watch not only for bandits and monsters, but also impassable swamps and dangerous open plains. Should you decide to visit Stolen Lands, I strongly urge you, Kenneth, to hire a professional guide and, better yet, guards. It is wise to take precautions. I should appreciate it greatly if you return with a few amusing curiosities for me as a token of our friendship. Your true friend, Agneth Bregan. Well, that's kind of sad, isn't it? He's already dead. Huh. That's too bad, buddy. But these things happen. Well, I guess. Anyway, onwards we go. Hello, ducky. Oh. Nope, oh, right, are we just... Okay. We're repeating our tracks. Onwards this way. So, there's going to be a wolf to fight somewhere. Oh, an elk. Do we want to kill the elk for meat? Is that a thing? You guys, how you doing? Friend! Friend! Okay, good. Friend, chief. Okay. The entrance to the mine has recently been cleared. It appears the kobolds have made use of this path. So is that to the old Sycamore Caves? Alright. Is that going to mark it on the map now? Okay. Do we want to fight these? I feel like part of me says no because of our situation, but I feel like there's delicious meat to be had. Feel like me some delicious meat.
Grotus awaits us.
Well?
Ask.
Well,
I'm up for an adventure.
can we just, like, charge an elk?
He's a
Oh, interesting. So, did that use a turn? Okay, it just skipped me along. I don't know if I'll regret that. Probably, yeah, I should have... I guess it's the thing of two, like, position better so that we can be sure about charges. Fortunately, there is enough of a gap there, but... Yeah. Okay, that elk didn't actually take a ton of damage. And what is this? Okay. I guess we'll see how this goes. Not sure if we'll regret it, but... I wouldn't mind some delicious meat. Oh, and I should have used this, shouldn't I? That would have been the thing to do. Okay, Lindsay, you really... I don't know what to do about her, to be honest, because she seems, honestly, pretty much useless when it comes to actually fighting. I thought she'd be okay with a bow, but she misses literally, like, way more often than she hits, which is awkward. Let's try and daze. Let's try and
May I
daze.
suggest another way to use this spell?
Oh, can you not do that? It's in range. Can you not use it on animals? Is that the problem? Maybe we'll just inspire courage then. Yeah, alright. Also, does he have a charge? Oh. Because I really like charge. So you've also got... Fight defensively. You can choose to take a -4 penalty on attack rolls and combat moves to gain a +2 dodge bonus to your armor class. Okay. Maybe we'll sit that over. Well, I guess it's fine there too. I don't know. Alright. Charge it up. Can you not do... Okay. Go for that then. Charge does seem really useful, like, from different circumstances. Oh, do these not attack? His turn got skipped over. Okay, oh, also... Alright, that's right, rage. Yeah, we don't really need rage right now, do we? Okay, that's fine. Go for it. Delicious elk. I mean, I'm sure we need the food. Right.
Unworthy.
Go for it, Jathel. Hopefully I'll hear someone say her name sooner than later, so I can be sure. Because I know it was like Jathal or Jathal, like, you know. Lindsay, please?
Serves
Maybe?
you right.
Oh. Touche. That was pretty good. Very good.
Repent!
Go for it, Harem. Not sure the elf needs to repent, but... Okay, we didn't take any damage, so I'll call that a win. We will take all we can from the elk. Ooh, 1 meat. That feels a little depressing. I don't want a little bit more after killing some innocent elk. I mean, you know, use all we can from the animal and all that. But, I guess that's that. Did we get any XP from that?
I need to concentrate.
And how are we doing on that? Okay, we're all the same. Man, the numbers for XP are quite high, eh? Alright. Very good. I assume yeah, it's probably like the kobold's meat,
What's
but
that?
it's fine.
Without a doubt.
My
Oh.
search was not in vain.
Okay. So, with something like this, is it actually worth disarming the trap? Or are you just better off going around it? Like, is there...
You see that?
Oof, alright. Like, is there actually any benefit to disarming? And will they avoid it? Like, if I click here, are they going to avoid that? Let's do a test on that. They are not. Yeah.
Expected.
I am doing a reload on that one because I literally just wanted to test. I kind of thought that if they... I don't remember if it's F11 or F9. Where are we at here? Oh, neither of them. Wait, what? Oh. Yeah, so I kind of thought that if you had found... Like, it marks the area and stuff. Like, we understand it, so you would think if there is a... Like here, for example. Like, if there's clearly enough path to go through there, you think that they would do that, right? But it does look like there's some baddies over there. Or at least people who want to kill us, so maybe we'll come back on that one. And can we still see the traps? Okay, that's cool. But yeah, like, you think that they would just walk through the area there. I mean, I guess if we changed formation to walk in a straight line and... Or just walk them through one at a time. Wait, why is that... Oh, you can skin! Right. Did we get anything?
State your desire.
Oh, is that a...
I'm listening.
Oh, okay. Succeeded. Did we get something? Skin? Fail. Can we attempt again? Probably not. So did we get anything from that? Oh, it's on it. I see elk hide now. Okay. Cool. I almost missed that then. I thought she'd do better than 1 out of 3, but... No matter. Yeah, I guess this is all... I don't know if we do want to go in that cove. Oh, hello. What are these worth? Not bad. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe we do want to go in that cave over there. Oh, this is good. Yeah, so
Without a
yeah.
doubt.
Loading brings that back. That's... Yeah, I can only shoot... I don't know if that's a bug or... It's not a big deal, but it's a little awkward. Yeah, we probably should go in there, but... Is that... Oh, yeah. I thought... Maybe this doesn't encompass the whole thing, because this is the bottom of the map here, isn't it? But yeah, you don't actually... Oh, shit. Don't want to go... Wait. Oh, crap. No, duh. How did that... Okay, like that. Okay. Apparently clicking... Oh, no, that did. Alright. Don't mind me. Yeah, there's lots of things to figure out, you know? And yeah, like this, it's... Yeah. I don't know. It just seems a little odd. Because, like, it's... The whole point is to be able to... So you can tell if you looted something, but...
I
Yeah.
can see my
Anyway.
destination.
How you guys doing? Should we run through the battlefield? Seems safe enough. I don't know if that is, like, can we take damage if they did, like, an AoE attack in that situation, I wonder? Where's Lindsay? Oh. Can't see you there, buddy. How you guys doing? I don't know why they're fighting, anyway. I mean, I guess I know why, but I mean, they're just, like, it's very useless, isn't it? I mean, they describe themselves as friends and stuff, like, that's kind of unfortunate. And another reason to kill Tartuccio. So, you know, not that we needed another one. I think he's given us enough reasons. I wish I filled my drink up more. So good.
I will
I
guide.
don't know. It's a mix of two different juices, orange juice and some pineapple crush. Pretty good. What do we got going on here? Coins, pearls, just some cheapy weapons. Oh, a couple more there. Bow. Bow's gonna be one of them 100 ones. Alright. I mean, if they're not taking the spoils of the battle, I may as well. I ain't complaining. What else we got going on? So the wolves must be somewhere or another. Oh, hello, elk. Oh, map. I mean, we may as well attack, right?
Unworthy.
I assume. Oh! That was interesting. They just...
Serves you right.
Yeah, actually, I guess with something like this, it probably... Oh, was that just... Huh. Wait, are we still in... Oh, yeah. Well, so with something like this, it's probably pointless to be in turn-based mode, isn't it? Like, we're better off just doing that, right? Because they can all just attack at once. Interesting. So many things to figure out, you know? That's good, though. Yes, we don't want to leave any potential resources, so... how you guys doing? Is this another battle?
My destination.
Yeah. Man, you guys really don't need to be killing each other, you know? Well, good luck. Where did that guy run off to? Oof, slaughter. Oh, we can loot already.
Without a doubt.
The other ones, I don't think they were showing into the end of the battle, were they? Why are they running? Or is it because, are they feared, or? They must be. I thought the mites were doing alright then, but that shaman's, yeah, making quite the difference. Did I miss anything there? Can we go up here? Alright. Do you want to grab the spoils of this battle?
There are many roads to success.
Indeed. That there is. That there is. Alright, we'll come back in a second. See if there's any goodies about here. So yeah, I've been thinking about the party a bit, and I don't know if Lindsay's going to be a permanent member. She might end up just living wherever they hang out. Like at our like trading post or wherever, because like she's got some things that are definitely beneficial. But because she's so bad with damage, but yet doesn't have it, like, yeah, because if we only have 5, like, yeah, I mean, I feel like
Sorry.
for sure, Amiri and Jather,
Speak.
absolutely.
Yes, I'm
Harem,
still here.
I'm pretty sure a cleric is very good to have. It's just that I don't know exactly how to best utilize one yet, so I also don't know if there's going to be other clerics. Like in general, that's one thing I don't know is like, how many party members are there in this game? Or at least potential ones, I mean, you know. It's not something I'm not looking for an exact number. I'm just saying in a literal sense that I just don't know, you know. So, yeah, I am curious about a few other things like that. Do we just got some belts, I think. Let's, sort this as well. Good. These probably don't do much, but... Oh, they're rings. They look like belts, no? Do we all want a copper ring to symbolize... I don't know, solidarity or something? I'm not really sure. Why not? Garnet ring? Amira, you can have a ring. I like you. Gold ring? You know what? You can have a gold ring. Yeah, because you're awesome. And sure, have a garnet ring. I think these are all pretty much pointless, but why don't we be fancy? That's nothing wrong with that, right? Everyone all ringed up. Very good. Yeah, you like silver, right? A beautiful piece of jewelry. Yes, these don't really do anything, do they? But, since we... I don't know. You know? Why not? Oh, I never, equipped that cape. Right, the resistance one. With the stacking... Yeah. Still need to figure out exactly how that works. So, like, it says, bonuses of the same type don't usually stack. But then, I still don't fully know how that works. Like, does the higher one just gain? Does putting another item with, +1 resistance, like if I had another item that was +2 resistance bonuses on saving throws, would that mean that this just becomes a useless piece of clothing? Is that how that works? Ooh, it's a fancy cape though. That ain't bad. An earring, eh? Don't think we have an earring slot. Okay. Is this better? Oh, hello. Where did we pick you up? Oh yeah, 5 to 12, 6 to 13. It's both 1d8 slashing, but that's 1d8 versus 2 to 9, and it has enchantment. Oh, this thing's worth 600. I do want to get a scimitar for myself, but that does sound like a better weapon. Where the hell did we pick that up and I didn't notice? Or did I just forget to equip it? Both possibilities. Alright, very good. It does seem like we're stacking up some good stuff to make money off. Oh shit, we tapped in the medium, did we? Right. We did pick up... Do we need either of these? What are you wearing, Amiri? So she's wearing light armor. -4 armor check penalty. What is armor check penalty? So this is a higher armor class. The 1 less dexterity. An armor check penalty. So... that would be... Is less better then? My brain's not working. Like you'd want... Because if it was a check penalty of 0, does nothing. If it was a check penalty of 1, that'd be... Like, so if -4 is better than -3? Or is that meaning like when you have an armor check, you're like 4 less? I'm honestly not sure how to read that. I guess that would make sense, right? I don't know, because I feel like if it was positive, that would be you've got an armor check penalty, whereas that's less. But is that meaning like whenever there's an armor check, you're losing 4 in this case because it's -4? Because I would think of that as +4 because it's to the penalty, but then yeah, I'm going to assume that's the other way though. Oh, see, like, that's got no penalty. Oh, and 6 dexterity. That ain't bad, eh? I mean, relatively speaking, obviously. Is that what you're wearing, or? Yeah. And Jethal, you've got medium. Those are pretty similar. What about you? Oh, your armor's... You got -6, yeah, okay. You're the only one who... Yeah, you're the only one who uses a shield, right? Are they the same shield? Yeah, I think we can drop that. That knocks us back down to light. Are they all worth? They're all 100, 100. Oh, light crossbow. I think because I gave you the heavy one, didn't I? Yeah. Do we want to keep that? Is there any, like, light or heavy crossbow? Does it matter at all? Alright, it's fine for now. Don't need to look at that forever. It's all good. Do a little quick save. Alright, onwards we go. Jethal, I will do my best to keep you alive, because, yeah, kind of rough. Anything over here? Yeah, I'm gonna have to figure that out for sure. Oh, is that, Oh, I did turn it back on, okay. So if I turn it off right, we can just, like...
Running won't help you!
Will they just...
Down!
How does that work too? Will they automatically... They all... Yeah, I don't know how that works either. It's probably something to test. Like how, like... for example, if I just clicked one of them to attack, right? Would the others start attacking? And will they automatically keep attacking, or... Because there might... Yeah, I hadn't really thought about that. There's probably, like, small encounters, like, where we should be just using that, right? Like, for example, with those frogs, when there was 2 of them, if I just turned that off and, like, attacked at one, that would probably kill one of them, right? But could we also then just do that, then hit turn-based on? Because I really love turn-based, but I do definitely see the benefit of doing both. Oop. Wolf inspect failed. Nani? Wait, what? Oh, I didn't, Why is it paused, anyway? That's actually that's the one thing thing about, like, the pause that's a little annoying, is that it doesn't tell you why it's paused. Which, is actually more awkward. Oh, we're at medium again. Yeah, because it paused just then. I assume something was visible. But then wolf inspect failed. Like, what? I wasn't inspecting any wolves. Not too sure on that. Oh, we can go up here. Let's take... Oh, is this going to be where the... Oh no, I was going to say this is where the wolves are, but I assume they're over that way. Alright. Don't mind me.
There's something
hello.
unusual.
Oh my! That's a interesting looking thing. Do we want to avoid that, or is it friendly? It's yellow. Does yellow mean neutral? Can we... Okay, I have no idea where that apparent wolf was. How you doing? Well, that doesn't look good. I do see something there, though. I like that that's neutral, like that... Because I feel like in any other game, you typically wouldn't assume anything that looks like that being neutral. So, I like that. What does it say? The body of a woman fouled beyond recognition. Her fingers still clench a torn leather leash. That's unfortunate. Oh, we have a lab journal. Oh, baby. Hello. I'm collecting all that. I'm sorry to be excited about stealing your stuff, but I will put it to good use. For whatever that may be worth. Went into the woods, found many roots, pine, cones, flowers, and a dead squirrel. Scant little I can make of that. I must consider where I might gain rare ingredients for my experiments. Some damnable Damnable? Some damnable raccoons got into my hut while I was exploring the woods. Broke all the glassware. The only thing left are 10 flat-bottom glass tubes, 5 round-bottom flasks, a couple of porcelain mortars, 3 pestles, and the precious spiral. A good thing all the pots are still there. So many good chemicals wasted. Shame. Need to lock everything up in the closet. Tried to finish the experiment today, the one I started at the old lab. Used the lead powder from the master's box. At the crystallization stage, the liquid form changed color and formed a deposit. Another unsuccessful experiment, but I've all but exhausted my supply of essential materials. Caught a raccoon with a snare trap. Didn't get the bastard to the hut in time. Perhaps I should ask some hunters to help in catching experimental subjects? But I must save money, and besides, I see how those bumpkins scowl at me, as if I've grown horns. Third attempt at the crystallization experiment. Broke the last round bottom flask. I recall my tutor calling me ham-handed and making me clean up. Perhaps he was right, but he did teach me much despite everything. But why didn't he wish me to develop my abilities? Didn't he want me to learn anything beyond the basic potion recipes? Kept saying I wasn't ready, but in truth he feared the student surpassing the teacher, and for good reason. I shall prove this process works. I'll prove it to everyone. Today an old lady came from the nearby village, asking me to make her goats yield more milk. I had to help. I'm in desperate need of money. Oh, why must I spend my time so? Boring, boring, boring. Several pages remain empty, then the writings continue. Observation day 1. Finally, I finally got a chance I can't miss. I found a dying elf in the woods. She was barely breathing and ants were swallowing all over her. Who is she? What happened to her? It matters not. This is the opportunity I've been waiting for. That's still okay. With great effort I managed to drag her to the hut, remove her clothes and hide her behind the bags in the corner. Enough wasting my talents on trifles. It's time for action. Use the largest glass tube from the monster's box with this. Use the largest glass tube from the master's box, the one with the warning. In case of contact with skin, wash off immediately. Ha, the doddering parrot of all the standard warnings. I spread it evenly over her body and began my observations. Okay. The subject has survived. Had to tie her up and gag her. The moaning could attract unwanted attention. Her skin is changing, but it's hard to determine the precise character of these changes. The early stages of festering, perhaps? The treated areas do smell faintly. Observation day 5. The changes continue faster and faster. The epidermis has festered away, the joints are grown swollen, tough and calloused, and the subject has a fever. Observation day 9. Over the past few days, the subject's legs become covered with mildew and moss. Her fingers and toes grow long and crooked, as though she would grow into the ground. I shall move the subject outside. The experiment now demands sunlight. Observation day 13. The body changes are so significant it's possible to recall the creature's original appearance from the way it looks now. A seething growth covers the whole body surface. Every day I find new kinds of moss, mildew, grass, and other plants. The subject attempts to move. Had to mobilize her. I try to make contact, but she utters inarticulate sounds, like to howling. Might intelligence be restored at a further stage of regeneration? Observation day 18. The subject has grown larger several times. She is now strangely quiet these last few days. I'm beginning to worry. In the end I see I've become attached to her. She will make me famous. Observation day 25. My living experiment shows all the signs of obedience. She is much like a little tree, a magnificent walking tree. She is already 8 feet tall and the child keeps growing. I wish to give her space, more fresh air and sunlight. I suspect we will need some fertilizer. For now I will only walk her around the woods on a leash. This is the greatest achievement of my career. Soon we'll be ready for a journey to Absalom, and there I'll present my masterpiece. I must think of a name for my girl. Yeah, that got pretty dark as things went along. So that's her. Lonely Shambling Mound. You bitch. So basically, she found a dying elf who she possibly could have saved, but instead took it as an opportunity to experiment on her. Ay, ay, ay. So, what do we do about you? Is this a case where we should, like, kill it out of mercy? Or just, because I don't, like, It's kind of, like, crazy though, isn't it? Because it's like, in another way, you would have ended up, like, killing this, and then you would read that, and you're like, oh, I don't know, is this like something you should kill or? I'm not sure. I mean, it's called Lonely Shambling Mound, like, I'd let it come with us if it wanted to. Okay, you've paused again. Yeah, so this is, oh, I see. I do see that now. Let's not go quite near there. Pause. I think it's coming near us. We're all good for now.
Guide.
Okay, all good for now. So there's multiple lots of wolves around, I guess. Oh. Wait, what? Are they hiding or dead? I mean, they're green. Are these no-no bushes? Kind of feel like they're... Oh my. Sure, guys. Yeah, sure. Why not? Yeah. I don't know if this is like they're meant to be hiding in the bushes or they're dead because of the no-no bushes. Kind of assuming the latter. Oh yeah, I think that's bugs or something. Well, shit. Teacher, ask teacher.
Keep your wits about you.
Okay. Alright, let's... I keep not being able to see Lindsay. Oh, right, did I adjust that formation? Ah, that's why. Ah, I see. Maybe do that. Well... Jathel's in an awkward spot because of, yeah. Maybe we'll do that, but I want to do another one. Actually, yeah, let's do that for now. Because she can still charge in, but we don't want her taking initial damage. Let's stick with that for the minute. I also want to check and see these plants. It's an experiment, so I'm not going to hesitate to, oops. I'm not going to hesitate to do reloads for little tests kind of thing. Kobold Dragon Shaman. Kobold lying in the middle of the patch calls out to you. Judging by the sorry state of his scales, he's the eldest of the group. His red eyes squint from the light and his throat struggles to form words. Our patch, our celestial radish. Yuck, radishes. We grew them back in my village. One day while I was reading a book, my pa grabbed it from me and threw it into the fire. Then he made me go pick radishes. It was autumn and the ground was wet and cold, and there were worms everywhere. Ugh, filthy roots. Chaotic neutral, trickery 19. Leave quietly, taking a bucket of moon radishes with you. Oh, so was that like why they didn't want us to... I see. What do you... Oh, wait, do we need them? Is that one of the things we need? There is no place in these land for such creatures. What are you doing here? Chew the radish. Search for secret truth. Small is big. Kobolds who are lying nearby answer with a devout murmur. At least those who aren't sleeping. Oh, so is this just they're having a good time? Huh, little philosophers, aren't they? Wouldn't expect that. Wouldn't expect. Nothing more to say on that, buddy? About that radish. The oldest kobold lifts his head from the ground and tries to focus his eyes on you. Oh, so there's a... I don't need all of it. I'll leave half of what I dig out for you. Lawful neutral. There are enough radishes for everyone. You mustn't forbid others from using what grows freely in the forest. I will dig out as much as I need. Neutral evil. I will take what I want and no one will stand in my way. Understand? Why don't you join the war against the mites? Might, silly. But suit scale also. There are more important things in life. The kobold punctuates his words with a burp, and the others hiss in approval. Trickery 19. Ah, I see, that's her. So, DC. What is DC again? I'm pretty sure I ended up checking. No, I checked HD. Alright, let me awkwardly search. What is DC? Difficulty class, eh? Alright, let me note that. I made a note previously because I didn't know what HD was, and it was hit dice. Not that that actually means a lot by itself, but it's fine. I mean, that seems to be the way to go, right? Leave quietly, taking a bucket of moon radishes with you. Failed. Yeah, I think that's one I want to reload on. Yeah, I'm gonna find a mix with the save scumming stuff, because I think I'm wanting to find a balance between like what's interesting with recording, but also what's fun for me. And with something like this, I just don't want to fight them. I have no interest in like making enemies of them or anything like that. But I want the radishes and just, you know, so I don't know. I guess I'll try and find a balance, and please give me feedback if you have any thoughts on it, because I'm just trying to find a balance, and it's, yeah, it's just, I guess like, because, I mean, other than this, like, Geneforge was sort of the biggest RPG I've played on the channel. Most things are a lot more linear and straightforward with less of that. But Geneforge didn't really have a lot of need for that either. It was very rare when I loaded anything, so, yeah. But, so, I'm just going to quickly click these because I have issues and feel the need to do that. Succeeded. Finding the right moment, you quietly leave the patch with a sizable bunch of radishes in your hand. The kobold pays you no heed. Ooh, 99 XP, very nice. Yeah.
I need
Yeah, were they
to
something that we
concentrate.
needed, or... Am I... Moon radishes, yeah. Gather a bucket of moon radish, bring it to Bokken. Oh, awesome. Well, that worked out well. Although, it didn't update. Not that it matters, but I thought maybe it would actually update, but... Well, that's cool then. Because we can get that other place on the way back. So that'll be cool. Yes, can you... I really want to view the map. Like, is that really not possible? I guess if we... No, because that exits, doesn't it? But yeah, I'm pretty sure the... I mean, I assume it wouldn't cause any issues. We should be able to go to that spider cave on the way back after this, so that'll be, like, efficient time-wise. Death to the wards. Kill the warg northeast of the old sycamore. That'll be good. Was that... Oh, right, there was a prologue. Because, I mean, I've got this... We may as well have them hidden, right? Because otherwise it'll get a bit crazy. And I like that you can do that and see them still. So, Svetlana's ring. Oh, right, that's the bandits. Which, that was sort of nearby too. So, I don't know, maybe... If we want to go after them after here, if that is still available at that same spot. And then on the way back we can go to Fangberry. I mean... Gather Fangberry. Yeah. I know, we'll see. Anyway. For now, onwards we go. You guys, enjoy yourself. Wait, can we grab more? Is that... No, but we can just slaughter them for fun, apparently. Or if we just seem to have an issue with other creatures. Oh, hello. Oh, I thought you were a wolf. You're a... Blah, blah, blah. Yeah. Whatever that name was. Cycle... What the hell was that? What are you called? What is that? A thylacine? 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 Oof. And yes, going forward, or, well, in general, any corrections on pronunciation will be appreciated.
Blood for Gorum!
Alright, yeah, so for something like this, it probably would have been smarter to just turn off that and have them all go at it, right? It's fine, but it probably would have been the smarter play. Oh, you fucking... Amiri, you're the
I
best.
can see my destination.
Like, Amiri is both a badass, and she just has, like... Because like, she, like, you know... She was not fucking around with Tartuccio back at the Aldori place. I forget what that place was called. Restov, was it? But anyway, the mansion, yeah. She was, you know... She has, like... She doesn't seem like she's the most intelligent, but she also is in her own way. Like, she has good gut instincts and stuff, like... Yeah, I just, yeah, she's great. Ah, so that was a shortcut up to there then. I see. Very good. Let's grab you. Skin. I'll take it. Alright, we were back to medium, weren't we? Which I was trying to avoid. Although... So... It says travel speed, but the party's common inventory burdens all members group. If you want to move around the world without speed penalties and fatigue, get rid of your excess weight. So how does that work, right? Does that like mean that... Is that like, as in 13.3 hours after we have medium we get fatigued? Or is that like, there's a certain amount of hours that leads to fatigue, and this means that gets shortened down to 13.3, or... I think we can probably drop these. Probably. Oh, this might be better for me, actually. For now. Like, it is one less armor class, but no armor check penalty, less spell failure chance, and 1 extra dexterity, so... That's probably not bad. I do want to be able to equip, like, better armor, though, like medium and stuff, because I am meant to be somewhat tanky. Let's do that for now, though. And that can just be dropped, I think. Yeah. Is this, well, probably. Yeah, let's drop that. And the scale mail, we already checked that, didn't we? Don't think it was any better for anyone, was it? I think it's fine. Let's drop that. Right, we've got the chain shirt. Which is... Oh, that's light armor. Is that maybe something actually even better? I got 20 on the arcane spell failure chance. Is that 20% or I have no idea. It says enchantment, but like, what is it enchanted with? Or is it just +1? Oh, I see. So that adds 1 to its original armor class. Might be better for you. So you're medium, you're light, heavy, medium, but that is better. Yeah, same dexterity, same arcane, less on the armor check, 1 more armor class. It is light armor instead, but I think that's fine. Alright, good stuff. And we are light. Good. Alright, we did get 3 of them, didn't we? Let's, oh, whoops. Put 1 there. It's fine. Yeah, you're probably, yeah. Alright, good. Really wish I could heal you, but still trying to figure that one out. Alright, good stuff. Moving on. And yeah, so far I'm not minding the combat so far. Like, obviously we haven't had a lot of tough fights that's really gonna be an issue, but like, from what I was reading originally, it sounded like some people really struggled like at the very start of the game, so yeah, I am hopeful at least for now. I'm sure there'll be some struggles, but I think once we get a full party, have like a dedicated healer and stuff, it should be good. But anyway, for now, I think there are some wolves over here. Oh yes, I see. So, how do we... I think I noted about that, right? The Y key? Let's, is that... Yeah. Okay. Interesting. We don't actually have any of the information right now. Yeah, we're not in the best way. Don't know how many's there. Although, yeah, so I guess, like,
near.
we don't have any... Do we have, what can we...
Speak. See.
Just letting the ink dry.
So maybe do that. And then move on in. Is
Focus on the goal.
that the way to go?
Can you make an epic pose? I
And
need
like, so with something like
inspiration.
that, is it fine like just walking into battle like this, or should we be preemptively trying to hit one? Like, I don't know if that impacts the turn order or anything. Right, select. Oh, I didn't read that. That was what I mixed up before. So it says this spell clouds the mind of a humanoid creature. Yeah. Okay. I guess just take a
Serves you
shot and
right.
hopefully. Oh. Oh. Lindsay, very nice. Okay. Maybe she's better against animals? I mean, I know that was a crit, but it's way higher than anything else I've seen her hit. Nice. I'm quite happy with that. Wait, what? Oh, I was like, wait, did I? Wait. But no, all good. I'm not sure why I'm down, but... Oh, I see. So do we... So... Okay.
Made your choice.
Oh my god, slapped it. Ooh, that could... Oh no. I was gonna say, it's almost... Oh wait, is there another one? Okay. Yeah, we might want to stick to one of them. Thinking if she charges in and then that goes at it, that might be bad. Alright, that was good. We'll let that wolf come to us. What's that? Oh, I thought that... What does the delay do? Choose a position in the initiative queue to delay the character's turn. Right. And I just hit space. Ah, that was dumb. Anyway, choppy time, Amiri. Oh my god, so good. Amiri, you remain the best every time. Seriously, so good. Oh, we made a rug. Okay, very good.
Guide.
Did we kill the wolf we were meant to, or is they just normal ones? Death to the wargs. Kill the wargs northeast of the old sycamore. Wait, are these wargs? They're just wolves. Wolf pellet. Okay, was I mixing up what we're meant to kill? I could have swore they said wolves. Not wargs. Okay. Well, it's all XP, no?
My search was
Although,
not in vain.
does it say what we get there? Gained XP, 18 each. Wow, that's not much,
Does
is
anyone
it?
require my counsel?
Yeah, okay. So it might even be a minute before, yeah. Okay. Oh, didn't grab that. Good. Hello, elk. How you doing?
I can see
No
my
Wayne Helm going near
destination.
that. Oop. What are you? Oh, wolves. Okay. That's fine. I think. Probably. Okay, why does it keep pausing? Is it because... Okay, Is there a way to adjust that? Because I don't like how that does that. Like... I like that it pauses when you see an enemy, but it seems silly when they're a group and it just keeps doing it over and over, you know? I'm in difficulty, which is not what I'm looking for. So... Pause when an enemy is spotted. Right. Is there a better way to go about that? Yeah, that one's a bit awkward, honestly. Pause when a new enemy appears. Oh, that sounds good, but I don't know what it means. Is that like as in an enemy you haven't encountered before? Or is that actually more what I'm looking for, where it's like the group wouldn't continue to do that? Because it is useful stopping, because like it stops you before you're actually already in a battle, so you can sort yourself out. I'm gonna just let me awkwardly Google here. Pause when a new enemy appears. See if that elaborates. Not seeing anything useful. I don't want to spend... Okay, it's fine. Maybe we just have to stick with what we got. I mean, it's not that bad. It's just not ideal. Oh, there's 4 of these guys. Okay. Okay, so you can pause while... I mean, you can save while paused. That's good.
Anything is possible.
Can you do that?
Who will prevail?
Is that going to waste a turn? No, it didn't. Okay, nice. Let's see if you can pull out another nice shot here, Lindsay.
You deserved it.
Nice one. Oh, very nice indeed. May want to use that. Or is that... That's a free action. She's got 18. I'm just thinking if all of them attacked her, that would be pretty bad. Yeah, maybe we'll do that. Yeah, just for now.
What's
Oh
that?
wow, that was fast. Does that speed her up? That seemed really fast. Oh wait, is that from... Is that from that? Morale bonus... Oh, I don't know. Alright, anyway. Let's, Jthal, how do you feel about charging? Probably your dumb move that I just did that, actually. Let's hope it's not. You do a charge. Yeah, he's definitely not quite as fast. Oop, miss, good. And another... Oh, that was a close one. Go for it, Lindsay.
Wishes?
Okay, Lindsay seems way better against animals. Like, even though that was a close one, just the amount of damage is better, and... Is that just like a crossbow thing, or... Alrighty. And Amiri, you're up. Go for it. Man, she's speed... Oh my god. Just turned it into mush. Actually, what... does that mean you can't skin it?
Unworthy.
Because there's not exactly a lot of skin left there. How does that work? Because that's... Yeah, it's not even showing for loot. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, fancy. Nice. Nice. Skin? Good. Did we get any, like, EXP for skinning or anything? Okay.
Without a doubt.
Where are we at here? Another exit. Right, actually, you know what? I want to do a test thing here. Oh. Oh, you're a big boy. I'm going to exit. We're not actually exiting. I just want to... Because I don't know how else to access the map, so... I guess that's something I could have Googled. It just may not be possible anyway. But yeah, we'll load in a second anyway. I literally just want to look at the map. It's not even really a test, is it? I just want to check them out. Okay, so that is still there. I was mainly curious if that was still going to be here. Because then we also have... That's, yeah, Fangberry. So, like... Ideally, once we leave here, we'll go this way. Head up the river to here. Then we'll come back down to there. Connect to that way. Back to there, then back. And then up to Oleg's trading post. If that won't cause any problems for anything, I think that would probably be the good way to play it. And let's load that. Yeah, I don't know, mate. I don't know. I feel like you should be able to check the map, but I guess it's sort of... The map isn't static. Like, you're not just looking at the map because events change and stuff, so maybe you can't really do that unless you do actually leave. Because I could see that making sense too. Okay. So, Mr. Megalosaurus, how are you doing? Are you friendly? Are you going to not be friendly if I attack you?
My search was not in vain.
I kind of assume that's probably the case. Golden earring, hematite, delicious coins. Good stuff. Overgrown passage. Where would that go to? Like, is it going to pop out here somewhere, or... what are you doing, Amiri? Alright, so yeah, this seems like one where... Like, if we do that...
Repent.
How's that going to
Tis
go?
a turn.
Okay, maybe that was not the smartest move. Gonna maybe turn that back on. Right. How much are we gonna regret this situation? I'm gonna go with you. You do that. Ooh, that was unfortunate. Ah, damn, I should.
Retreat is always an option.
Yeah.
Is unexpected.
This might be a reload case. Kinda messed up on that. And not a reload for the sake of doing better, just a reload because I don't know if we're gonna survive it. Oh shit, that was a very dumb thing I just did, it seems. Oh no. Oh, I just clicked to move, that was why. Okay. Oh, what the hell? How many attacks do you get?
Tear them apart!
Yes, tear them apart, please.
They go down!
Okay. Yeah, I'm a little bit down. Good, take the miss. Jathol, what do we got? Just normal, I think. Ah, bitch. That is not what we needed just then. Alright. I am down, unfortunately. Lindsay.
You deserve
Ow.
miserable last chapter.
Yeah. Not going so well here. Oh, they're still attacking. Jeez.
What?
Oh, shit.
Oh,
Oh, no.
Christ.
Oh, good. I wonder, could we have attacked that? Yeah, because they didn't aggro previously, so I wasn't sure about that. Unfortunate. Go at you.
Things.
Oh my god. It's so crazy when it does that. Amiri, if you would. Good. Oh shit, she's only got 1 health. Yeah, I think we might want to take a reload on this one.
This body holds no more. This can't be
Yeah.
over.
Not going well. Go for a charge. Oh man. Not great.
Bring it!
Oh, are you serious, Amiri? Come on. Expected better.
I'll
Yeah.
survive. I always survive.
I think we're gonna be taking.
Become as dust.
Well, yeah. All right, we're taking a reload. That didn't go well, did it? I mean, starting with the lower health wasn't a good idea either. Damn. I would like to obviously avoid reloading combat because it is a failure. Well, I mean, we're better off to have a drink of these anyway, eh? Oh, that was a nice one. Average. Nice one. So what, are they 1d8? Yeah. So we may as well have you use another one anyway. Yeah, we'll do that. That'd be good. Now, if we go over here, can we like attack this one
Without a
without
doubt.
getting in trouble with them all, for example? Like, oh, it's T.
Serves
So if we
you
did this,
Blood for Gorum!
okay. Now we'll go back to that. Okay. That went pretty well. I think we're just normal attack. Oh, damn. That was quite the critical. Oh, I was like, where's my burning touch? But no, we've used them up. Dragon claws. Oh. Interesting. Alright. Oh, good. You know what? You go for a charge, I think. Not the best, but we'll take it. Man, the fact that they can do multiple hits is kind of brutal, eh? They can certainly add up.
Retreat is
Ouch.
always an option.
Yeah, that was a big ouchie.
You deserved it.
And is retreat actually an option? Like, I don't know how much of an option that actually is. Yeah, let's take off the defensively. Can you not?
I'm not doing it wrong. The spell is flawed.
Yes, I know. I'm aware.
Tear them apart.
Yes, tearing them apart would have been good. Let's do that. Oh, the misses, man. Not good, not good. Alright. This may not go well still. Harem, you can probably survive the next attack, right? Yeah, let's just shoot.
Last wishes.
Ooh, good job, Lindsay. Very good. That's what we needed. Can I charge from there? No.
You've made your
Please?
choice.
Oh, still good, still good. Yeah, it's actually got a fair bit of health, doesn't it? Touch of Chaos. Charge. Yeah, just try and take this one down. Yeah, you're not the best against animals, maybe. Okay, good. Good. Not bad.
This is
Yeah, that was, inevitable. Alright, you're up, Amiri. Show 'em what you can do. Maybe we'll even rage.
They go down.
Could be worth it. That was pretty nice. And
Unworthy.
go for it, Jatho. I don't know how worth it is actually killing these. Like, what kind of damage do we get? Oh, does the XP come afterwards? Maybe. I didn't really
This is where
pay
I
attention
step
to how
in.
that worked. And
Your
finish up,
life
please.
ebbs low.
Hopefully no one else dies. We can only afford to do so much healing. Also, so...
Could be worse.
Oh, are you serious? Come on. Yeah, so I'm at -9 out of 19. What? How does that work? Wait, what?
Bring it.
Are you serious?
I'm not doing it wrong. The
What kind of
spell is
amount of
flawed.
movement was that?
Wretched.
Does
thing.
rage fuck up movement or something? I don't understand what's...
Well,
Wait, why are you... Oh. Yeah, does this like screw movement or something? No. While in rage, a barbarian gains a +2 bonus on melee attack rolls, melee damage rolls, throwing weapon rolls, and will save. In addition, she takes a -2 penalty to armor class. Yes, that's... Why could she barely move just then? Or was she fatigued and I didn't realize? Also, so what do we gain? XP wise. Not seeing... Oh, okay. Oh my god, that was so not worth it. Okay. Like, that really wasn't worth it, was it? Like, that's really piss all XP when you see how much you need for a level.
Keep your wits about you.
Yeah. That was definitely not worth it. It's not the kind of one I'll reload one. Like, that's where I think you just have to live with the consequences and manage. But it definitely wasn't worth it. At all. Alright. But, I don't know, maybe we're just leaning towards needing a rest soon. That was certainly helpful finding a few more of the potions. But yeah, I think we need to just move them around, don't we? Both of these. Oh, right, you can't. I wish you could just drag trade. That just seems like one of those quality of life things that would make sense. But yeah, I think users still going to need one each to get us back in fighting shape. Oh, so see right there, and it didn't drink. So he'll drink now, right? Or did it just not go up much? No, okay, I'm not sure now. I'm certain before it did that, though, in the last episode, like, it was at the very beginning, like, a car, yeah, I don't know. No matter.
I can see my destination.
Let's keep the saves going. What we got going on up here? Oh, hello.
And Lindsay was called forth.
Sure. Ooh. This might go poorly. Oh shit, don't want you at the front. Oh. You're a talkie wolf. The beast before you was unusually large, and its eyes especially angry. Its menacing grin might almost be taken for a smirk. Greetings, traveler. Before you draw your weapon, I wish to say I see no reason for feuding between us. We might even be some use to each other. Wait, why is this wolf talking? Is it magical or something? Good question, Amiri. I am no wolf female. I am a warg. Surprising you could live to your age without learning the difference. Well, it's never too late to teach a lesson to an insolent two-legged morsel. The beast slowly licks its teeth. Who are you calling a morsel, you pelt? Amira glares at the beast, hand on her sword. You say we could be useful to each other? Who are you? What do you know of the war between the kobolds and mites? You say we could be useful to each other? Bring me someone delicious. 3 or 4 bodies will be enough, and I, as a sign of gratitude, will tell you where an old traveller buried his chest. An old traveller, you say? If you're hungry, then hunt. An old traveller, you say? Neutral evil? Fine. Well, I mean, it depends what we're talking about, because it just said bodies, right? So couldn't we just go grab some dead bodies and no biggie? No, I'm not interested in it. Well, as you wish, but consider my offer. You may yet think of something. Who are you? You may call me Garuk. I've lived here far longer than the rulers of these foolish tribes. I've seen much and eaten many. What do you know of the war between the kobolds and mites? Only that my pack enjoys it. The warg snorts and licks his lips. Of course, I only eat fresh meat. I have to go. Huh. So I guess that is the... That's interesting. Because I'm curious, because if, like, we could just go grab some kobold bodies, like, no biggie. At the same time, can we find that chest without the help of the wolf? And also, I guess I wasn't mistaken, because they are still listed as wolves, but I guess they are wargs, so... Yeah. Nope, hello. Because if we can, yeah. I like that we don't have to worry about fighting them immediately, because... Yeah, I mean, we did use one of her buffs, but... Yeah, we may be able to be in better shape for the fight before that happens if we are. We still have down there. We may as well walk back along to here. Because yeah, I reckon we'll probably want to rest before we leave this area. The only thing I'm worried about with resting is that the bandits nearby. If that's going to knock them away. Because we don't technically need to rest right now. It's just that we're running short on options for healing. But I don't know, maybe the kobolds have something to sell? That probably seems like a long shot though. We'll have to see. I do see a body. Interesting. Law or nature?
Done.
Steadman's face is set in a mask of terror, the body covered with burns. I see. Those ones? Oh yeah, we did fight them, yeah. What was it, the law nature thing, or is it gone now? Crappy things. Wait, actually, we have a lot of food. Can you cook up stuff to heal? Don't know on that. Oh, we've got a few things here. People. Oh, hello, my friend. Hell yeah. Hide armor. I think that's the same as what someone's wearing. Dueling sword. Interesting. We'll grab them for now. We're probably back to medium because of it, but... There are enough supplies to encamp once. Oh, okay.
I failed.
Did
I'm
you
sorry.
now? Can't pick locks. Oh, okay. So can we... Oh yeah, so we can camp here, I guess. Okay. That gives us a camp then. We'll grab them. What about you here, who's bleeding a lot? Light shield. Dagger. We'll stick with the coins. So I guess none of us can pick locks, eh? Unfortunate. Oh wait, there's a...
Adventures call to them.
Can you... Already failed. Oh, so can we like eat? Is it like we can each try or
Does
something?
anyone require my counsel?
Oh, okay. Well, having this, yeah. It's good to have that option, but I don't think we want to do that yet. I mean, we've got 4 things anyway, but... So where is... Like, is this it then? Or is there a way to get up there I've missed? Oh, wait. Right here. Might have forgot about that. Right, we did get a couple of potions, so... Yeah, probably best to go 1 each on these guys as well. Yeah. As for you, dueling sword, eh? Yeah, I think this was the same as what, Oh, I think it's what Amiri had on before, right? Hide armor, 4-3, 24. Yeah, alright, we can... Wait, that's interesting. So they are the same, but it does say you acquired this item. I like that it says that. It's cool. But yeah, we probably don't need that. Let's, wait. Do we have any crap on us? Oh, wow, that's kind of heavy, eh? That's actually not great, is it? 4 pounds for 10? Like, not amazing. There... Oh! Oh, why the hell do we still have that on us then? Yeah, I don't think we really need that. Potatoes? Delicious. Yeah, the potatoes are worth nearly as much as the pelt. Okay. Yeah, that's worth there, yeah. Maybe we'll drop the hide armor. I don't think we really need it, do we? Only worth 3, yeah, I think we can drop that. It's fine. Alright, we're in okay shape, other than Jathol. Hopefully we can find something to heal her sooner than later. What do we got? Oh, okay, I see you there. Okay. I mean, they were pretty weak, I think.
Can you make an epic pose? I need inspiration.
Hello. Giant something peed. Giant centipede, eh? I see how it is. Yeah, go for it.
Despicable.
Indeed. I'm not sure if you're talking to me or... Oh, shit. Wait. Oh. Did it not do anything?
What a waste.
Oh. Well, that worked. Is there another one I'm missing here somewhere? Or are we good? Okay, what is going on? Is there another one? I'm very confused. Like what's... Oh. Oh. Okay.
Tear them apart.
Was it just hidden or something? We good? Is there another one? Do we just wait? Is this now part of the battle? I'm so confused. Alright.
Serves you right.
Let's shoot at this guy then. Or animal. Oh my. Oh, and apparently there are more of them. Okay. Let's hope these guys aren't too tough, because there's like 60,000 of them. Oh wait, don't be traveling that much. Okay. What kind of, Okay, well, yeah, we have some information. Oh, 8 hit points I think I saw there, so that's not bad. So yeah, there's a fair few of them, but... Yeah. Okay. We can live with that. Who's that? Oh, so does Y toggle that then? I thought you had to press Y to see them, but now... Okay. Right. Well. A ray of freezing air and ice projects from your pointing finger. You must succeed on a ranged touch check with the ray to deal damage to a target. 1d3. Oh, that's not very much. So... I don't know what these things do. I don't trust them. Oh, crap. It's like, so I guess we'll take it out, but no, apparently not. Oops, save, good. Oh, there's more of them, Jesus, alright.
Become as dust.
Oh, come on. What? A 1? Seriously? Not a great start to things. I wish we could use that, that's unfortunate.
So it comes to this.
Oh, come on. Can't even kill one thing this round, apparently. Oh, I should have used the... throwing thingy, maybe. That probably would have been better. Yeah, so these poison, which is bad. Oh, come on. What is with these numbers, man? Ah. This definitely could be a reload. Not great. Jathol, please?
Unworthy.
Really? What's with the numbers? Like, they're so low at times. Can't really do anything. Just hope. Yeah, I'd love an AoE attack right now. Good, that's something. Not much, but it's something. Maybe if there's enough of these together, we can use like a firebomb thingy or something. If I survive the next round, that is. Yeah, like maybe we can hit all these at once. That'd be kind of nice. Because we have a bunch of them things on us. It might be worth trying out. Oof, alright. Oh, so them red lines, that's attacks of opportunity, right? Do we have these? Alchemist's Fire. Oh. Oh no, that would hit... Yeah, okay. We could do that. Because this would hit me. Which isn't good. Let's try that out. Okay, that was something. It wasn't great. Oh wait, can we still attack?
I'll just have to
No,
resort to
they use
brute
that.
force.
Okay. Well, that's something. Good. Okay, these aren't very strong, I guess, but still concerning with how many there are. Although I may have been a bit pessimistic on thinking it was going to be a reload. It's not looking too bad. Do that. Oh, really? Really? A 2? Why is it so bad? Oh. Alright. Lindsay, if you would. Thank you very much. Yeah, maybe move a little bit. Yeah, that's fine. Oof, got to save. Good. Good. Jathol, if you can chop that, maybe.
Wretched things.
Good, thank you. And a bit of a squash the centipede with your hammer. That would be very helpful.
Low.
Or not, that's fine. Just hit a crappy little 3. Aye. I don't know if it's just like, do different weapons just work better against different creature types and stuff, or... There's still so much I don't understand. I mean, we're managing, which is what's important, but... Still, like that, like why is it a 3? Like, why am I so low? Is that just because that's one... Because is that just like... Do I roll 2 dice, or is that like 1... So... No, right, so it's 1d8. But then... Like I don't know. I feel like there's a lot like just kind of going over my head. But it's fine. Sort of. Good. Mary, chop the shit out of this guy if you would. Oh wow, yeah. You absolutely followed orders on that one. Take out that centipede, please. Or just miss with a 2. Ah, man. Alright, we'll get there. I am curious how this would go if it was like, if I turned turn-based off. Would they all just keep attacking? Like how would, I don't know how it would all go. Can you please hit? No? A 1. Is that... Really? Ay. Alright. Smash
What
time?
a waste.
A 16. So... I don't... Like, why can she... How do you hit... How is... Okay, I don't get that. Like, so why can he do a roll of 16, but she can roll that low? Like, why is it even possible for her to roll that low? Or is that like... That's too, like... Because if it's 2D, does that mean, like, she, like, rolled, like, a 1 and a 1? Or... Is it just things I really just don't understand about this? Probably the, yeah, lack of understanding. Sounds about right.
Become as dust.
Alright. Fortunately, these aren't, like, hitting too much, and they're not that strong, but...
You've made your choice.
I feel like it's gonna be very much sooner than later where I really need to start understanding some things. But for now, Amiri... Aww. Lindsay, how about you? You gonna help me out?
This is where I step in.
Good job. Centipede, please don't poison. I'll take a miss. 3. Not bad. You go for that. Good one, Jathel.
Unworthy.
And... Oh. Whoops, that was not what I wanted, but it's fine.
Repent.
Smashy time. Good stuff. Yeah, these things are definitely pretty weak overall.
So it comes to this.
Just when there's so many of them, that's when it became concerning. Alright. Good stuff, guys. Skin 'em all, I guess. Probably getting a little heavy, though. Right. We don't have anything to heal with now, do we? Alright. No matter. Well, it actually does, but... Anyway. No matter. Yeah, we must be pretty close to the top of the map here, eh? A couple of dead...
How
Oh, hello.
curious.
What might you be? Alchemical's fire. Wand of ear-piercing scream. Lovely. Is that useful to anyone? Does anyone use wands? We'll just keep it on us for now. We're at the top of the map here. Good. Any other goodies for us, Mr. Map?
What's that?
Oh, hello.
You see that?
Kinda want to avoid those. I guess it is like... I don't know, it's Amiri who did that. I was thinking it was Lindsay who was spotting traps.
I'm listening.
So... Right, perception's 6. Oh, his perception's really good too. Oh, her perception's awesome. Okay. I guess it was just because one of them was closer. But yeah, so we can just sneak around these areas, right? We just have to actually be careful with it because they don't... Yeah, like that. Like she almost just hit into it. So is that like... Should we maybe have a formation specifically for this, maybe? Like... Where we all sort of walk in a straight line? Something like an overlapping thing so they're all close? Like, so that'll keep them straight, right? And then just switch back type of thing?
What a surprise.
Ooh. Okay. way too close. I guess we can just be disarming these, right? Probably the actual thing to do. Go back to that. Is that gonna... Is there risk to that?
It's just not my lucky day.
Oh. Oh, what the fuck? Permanent. Entangled creature moves at half speed, cannot run. Oh, okay. Do we need to just, like, get out of this? Like, are we taking damage?
Guide.
No? Just entangled. Is that gonna stay like that forever then? Or is it just for a while? Kinda crazy. Oh, it shows on there. That's cool. Okay. Well, I guess we still do want to finish exploring here. We got the wargs, we got that, and then we got there. Hopefully in there we can rest up or something. So we're definitely pushing it on our ability to continue. Do we just walk through this? Is that what we're gonna have to do? I assume these are probably the same, or I don't know how much risk there is for whatever we're doing here.
Destination.
Everyone keep walking up. Let's see if we're gonna regret this. Please, Lindsay. Please?
I failed. I'm sorry.
Well, that's fine. Although it didn't seem to do anything. And this is interesting because it's more of a nature trap. I don't know if it's like a... Is it a magical one or is it... Yeah. Please? Thank you?
Anything else?
Ah, no. That was very good. Thank you. Oh, wow. You get 36 XP for that? That's better than that Megalorosa something that took a lot of damage to us. Or did a lot of damage to us. God damn. Sometimes words just don't come out of my mouth correctly. Hello, mates. How you doing, guys? Why are you trapping it up here? I mean, fair enough, I guess, but... You go, Queen. Joy see her. What about you off here by yourself? Oh, same thing. So I'm guessing, yeah, that this is the other... I didn't know if there was going to be another one area like that. If, yeah. Like one for each, or...
Applause, please.
Heavy pick, eh? Interesting. Or is that actually... Oh, wait, is that where Tartuccio is, or... There was kobolds there. I don't know if that was a sacred place or not. I think that's probably different, right?
There are many roads to success.
And I need to keep pressing shift, because I think a few times I sort of wait for them to see things, and I haven't been pressing shift as much as I should. So, what does this say? The routes previously blocking the way were pulled apart by magic or some mechanism. Okay. See, oh, to the old Sycamore Caves. So I assume... Yeah. I don't... Yeah, we probably should have checked that one first, but... I'm sure it doesn't really matter. Nothing over here, right? Oh? How the hell do you get up there? Oh, Lindsay's on it. Good stuff. Amulet. Alright. Can we go up there? Oh, we're going through here. Thought there might be something up here, but... Maybe? Doesn't look like it. Okay. Let's just get over here. Then we'll head back down to there, I reckon. Although we do still have them bandits or whatever the hell they are there, but... Hopefully they're either feeling generous or want to sell something in here. Oh, either's fine. How you doing, Harem? You getting there, buddy? Good job. Let's do another quick save, although I'm probably quick saving more than necessary. But at other times I'll probably forget, so that's fine. Oh? Man, that's a lot of stuff, isn't it? I'm pretty sure we checked it all, though. There was nothing crazy or anything, was there? Nothing worth 100. Any masterworks or anything? It'd be good if you could, like, sort this like these things like this. I mean, I guess we're fine to leave, right? Like, we're not actually leaving, are we? Like, we're just going to a different area. I don't know, I guess we'll see. Because I assume we're just, like, looking at each area or whatever, and then... I'm not really sure, actually. Lighting. Sometimes you'll come across locations shrouded in darkness, such as caverns or catacombs. To find your way around with them, you can use lantern, torches, or a light spell. Okay, makes sense. I assume this is a friendly area, like, right? I say before it suddenly does that. Okay, maybe not all directions. I thought this was like, yeah, the might area or something. Oh. Okay.
What's that?
So some of it's friendly, some isn't, perhaps? Did we just get like a key, it looked like? No? Okay.
I can see my destination.
So there's some bad centipedes and some okay ones. Do we want to be... Alright. Maybe we don't want to be wandering? Let's talk to you, I guess. Daisy, come. Good girl. The gatekeeper notices you and her face lights up. She turns away from her pet centipede. Greetings, ally. You come. Warrior Queen Baldur await you. The gatekeeper sighs in delight. Queen Beauty is little centipede. Would that I could banish the word beauty from the maws of these filthy creatures. What lies ahead? Hole under old sycamore. Here live might and our animal. Careful, some animals still wired. They're deep hole, very dangerous. Up was kobold passage, but now it broken. Kobold drop stones, we lift bridge, no passage. Sad. Rich chest lie passage, big treasure. All lost now. Do you know where the kobold shaman Tartuk is now? Shaman purple hide? No not. We run our hole, throw magic. Queen chase him, know where he is. Oh, so is this... Actually, yeah, it is where he is then. So should we have checked the other place, or are these just different ways to get to the same thing? How do I get to this broken passage? Lower bridge bad, kobold run on bridge. The gatekeeper thinks for a while. Ally make trade, yes? You want passage? I want pretty helmet. You go lower passage deep. There lie big dead spider. Our great warrior hero mounted until die. Bring me this bug jaw, I give you lever for bridge. You take chest with loot, I make helmet of spider. Sweet. I am no longer your ally. I must go. Farewell. I reckon we can do that. Oh yeah, so it is a quest, cool. Okay. Interesting. Well now I don't know, like, so... Time's ticking away, eh? Not a lot, but... Okay, this is it... So if this map, like, are we just gonna actually find the other entrance maybe then? I don't know if I should have done other stuff first then. Because I was coming here expecting sort of like, yeah. Because maybe we should be finishing up the stuff outside first if this is going to be a lot of progress the story. Also, so it's 7:15, right? We saved just outside. What time is it there? I didn't know if any, like, I mean, it's literally just going inside, but I didn't know if any time would change or anything. 60. Very good. Okay, so not really. Yeah. Yeah, I'm curious about the war. Like, so can we just give them like random bodies? And then we can kill them afterwards and do double quest? That'd be nice. But yes, I guess if they are just... I thought like we were going like... When there was a second one especially, I thought these were just going to be like... You know, one's the might area, one's the kobold area type of thing. But yeah, no, it is the old cave thing, I guess, so... We might go down here. Because whilst there is a fight that may go questionably well, it does seem it's probably the best chance for us to find some potions too. Yeah. Let's do that. Can we walk down to here? Like, is that gonna handle everything okay? Okay, why did it pause?
Knowledge is the key to victory.
Is there an enemy or? Oh, that was right. Okay, I'm glad that wasn't something else. Forgot about the other trap we hadn't triggered. All good though. All right, Amiri, you're the speedy one. Yeah, with some luck, if we can get a few potions at that place, then at the very least we can, if we can get up like enough, then we could probably do the wolf stuff, and then we'll go in. I think that would be best. But yeah, I think there's bandits or someone here, like something like there's actually strong. Not sure what exactly. But yeah, there seems to be like a camp type of thing, so could be good. Damn, that's good juice. Alright. Well, Lindsay, you're up. If you would, please.
I failed. I'm sorry.
Well, I'm sure you did your best. Yeah, we may reload if it explodes, because we can't actually afford that happening right now.
Anything else?
Ooh. Touche, Lindsay. Very good. Is that bandit sleeping? Interesting. So can we see information? Because it says updated, right? Maybe we're not close enough? So... Oh, alright. Okay. So, how do we go about this? Because we do have things like, we've got Alchemist Fire. Can we... Oh, you can only put one, I see. And they got the Acid Flask, which I think we have, yeah, we have a few of those. I'm
up for an adventure.
I was thinking, like, could we throw some poison at them? I don't know, like, at what point they wake.
I need to concentrate.
Oh, right, that was another thing I had noted, right? Sorry, let me just say, so... The locking thing, I assume, was... Yeah, control, that was it. Like, before when it was, like, sticking to the things, but yeah, so... You have this, like, rather than it locking, you can hold control, I think. Or does it... It still sort of locks. But I guess you can move it around, or... So, I can't tell if... Would that hit them both? Like, is that... Let's
I'll need
try
to
it out.
review this spell later.
Why? What?
I'll need to review this spell later.
That's not helpful.
I'll need to review this spell later.
What? What do you mean? It's throwing something. It's not a spell.
Keep your wits about you. I'll need to review this spell later.
You have to have it targeted to one of them, but it's an AoE thing, right?
I'll need to review this spell later.
I don't get it.
I'll need to review this spell later.
That doesn't make any sense to me. Or can I do it if it's like that?
I'll need to review this
Why?
spell later.
That's really not helpful,
Never
man.
stop learning.
Okay.
Done with waiting.
Can you just charge and kill this necromancer?
Combat is adjourned.
Almost. Oh, that actually did. Well, that went well. Wait, did she do 2 attacks just then? Oh, it's not in there. Wait, why doesn't that show in the combat thing? Oh, wait, what? Oh, there, okay. Sorry, I was mixing up what I was seeing there. Okay, all good. You maybe do that. Unfortunate. Go for a charge. See how that goes. Nice. Good. You do that as well.
This spell's purpose is different.
Well, what about that? No, it's got to be close. I don't want to... What's happening? I don't want to move. What? Why is that? Why is it yellow? What's happening? I want to attack. What am I... What have I done here? No, How do you turn that off? Okay, move. Why? What? Oh. Okay, so what am I missing with this? Why can he barely move right now? And actually, it looks like he can get close enough to attack, but he can't attack. I feel like there's something this keeps happening, right? I really don't get it, like... And why is it yellow? Like, why is even a tiny movement being a standard action right now? Like, what exactly am I missing here? Because it seems important, and I see no visual indicator as to what's going on here. He's not fatigued. But yet, like... Because, like, even if it's... Because there's no green bit right now. So why is he... I can do a charge. So he can attack. But yet, for some reason, he can't even do a normal movement. Is that... I mean, I guess I'll just charge one of these. I feel like this is something that would be good to know. Because I really don't understand. Anyway.
Serves you right.
I don't know, it gets bothering when it's like there's no visual indicator, like I just can't, you know, it's like where do I even begin to try and figure out what exactly is happening, you know? That requires running across fire, but let's see how that goes. That's safe. I feel like the answer's no, but it did work. So we'll take it. Ah, that was unfortunate. Can't do that, right. Okay. Let's try and survive. Oh. Why did they not attack? Are you debuffed or something? Is that... Oh, that thing there is what toggles the Y. I see. Yeah, I don't know why did it skip the turn? I feel like there's just little things where it's like, I don't know how to figure it out from the, you know, I said, there's no, like, visual indicators for certain things. So, like, right now, he can move normal again. But for some reason before, he couldn't do a normal, like, now it's green and then it goes yellow. So, but what's different? He didn't, I just find things so confusing when it's like, there doesn't seem to be any actual reason, like, visibly shown or anything.
You deserved it.
Good job, Lindsay. Good job indeed. Are you going to skip your turn? Yes, you are. Okay. No idea. I mean, that's one I have no idea on too, but I'm not going to complain because it works in my favor. And what about you? Okay.
Unworthy.
Don't really know why you're just letting me slaughter you, but not something to complain about, I suppose.
You've made your choice.
Ooh, got the dodge skills, eh, buddy? Do you want to have a turn? Okay. Ooh, ouch. You little shit.
Your
Gonna smack you with my hammer.
Low.
Lindsay? You're up, buddy.
Any last
Oh,
wishes?
Budette. Okay, Budette just sounds weird. What about you?
This
Oh,
is
you little fucker. Well,
unexpected.
giant fucker. Nonetheless, Amiri will... Oh. So Amiri will avenge me, but... Well, she did do pretty good still. Jaethel, you avenge me, please.
Despicable.
There we go. Now, please have some potions. We really need them. What do you guys got? Oh, hello. I see one. Probably, you know, far less than what we need, but we'll take it. Quarterstaff. Don't think we really need a staff, do we? What was the... There was a particular weapon I wanted to get for her. At least by that, the guide thingy that I have. The build for her. Oop, another 100. Nice. But I don't remember what it was. I feel like it was something specific, though. Sorry, the music just cuts while I'm doing that. Yeah, just let that open up. Whoops. Oh, and it took over. Was it get lesser rod of extend ASAP was the note for that. I don't know what that is or where to get it, so we'll worry about that when we can. Scale mail, light shield, longsword, heavy crossbow. I think that's the same one that Lindsay has, right?
Anything is possible.
Can we compare? How do we actually do that? You got to be able to compare from here, right? You don't have to loot it first, do you? Because that's annoying. What do you? Is that what you have to do? Feels like that's a. Yeah, I guess you can just check like that. Yeah, it's the same one anyway. All right, there's some other loot things here. Leather armor, unidentified, might be something. Oh, yes, that's what we want. Take all that. Please, another potion. Ah, milk. Milk's good. Alright. Well, that did give us... Oh, I thought we got 3. Oh, 2. Okay. And we don't... Do we have any others? No, they were all used, aren't they? Yeah. I don't like the idea of having to rest to heal, but we may just have to accept that fact. Because the only things left here are out of the wolves, I believe. I don't remember what we were going to get for that, actually. Oh, we just said we'd do it, I think. They didn't actually mention... Yeah. Wait, is that... Oh, yeah. Well...
I can see my destination.
I'm curious. I feel like we should try that, the body one. I mean, it's kind of weird, but... It could prove beneficial to us. Alright, I don't know if there's any consequences of that, because it was a neutral evil action, I believe. Like, I assume with a game like this... I mean, I think that, like, that could happen in other games. It's less complicated than this. Or less in-depth. Like, will we lose certain party members if we take actions like that? Or is it just, like, if we did too many? I mean, I think we have an okay party for that type of stuff anyway.
I know mystic theology,
I mean,
arcane
chaotic
bombomancy,
neutral,
eldritch sciomancy,
where do you...
and many other clever words.
Chaotic good, chaotic neutral, neutral evil. I don't know, I assume chaotic would care less type of thing, but... Or we just kill the wargs. I mean, it's gonna be a rough battle, but... I think that right now we're in a situation where, like, whilst, yes, this is bad, we can still probably get away with a fight. Even if, like, we have all but one get knocked out, that's still fine, because if we're playing to rest. Yeah. So, let's go ahead and do a proper save. And let's just try it out, because I'm curious how it's going to work. Because if we have to actually go and kill kobolds, I probably won't bother. Say we're used to each other? Bring me someone delicious. 3 or 4 bodies will be enough. And I, as a sign of gratitude, will tell you where an old traveler buried his chest. Fine. Grinning, the warg will look straight at you. Deal, I'll await your return. So did that give us a... Send someone to the warg for lunch. Well, that's not really what it sounded like, then. So we can't just, like, literally use the bodies or anything, then? Because it sounded like that would work. I guess we actually have to, like, convince them to go there or something. Nah, yeah, I don't want to bother with that, then. I feel like you can probably still find that chest, but yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not really looking to make enemies of the kobolds or the mites. Or just... that was interesting. Not what I meant to load. That's an interesting thing. I guess it's sort of like them T-posing before they form how they're meant to be type of thing. Anyway. So I guess it's fight time. What can we do to help?
What you want?
Keep your wits
The
about
angels
you.
You
near.
have my attention.
Starting firstly, you make a melee touch take a standard action that causes a living creature to become shaken for a number of rounds equal to half of your sorcerer level. If you touch a shaken creature with this ability, it becomes frightened for 1 round. So
Done with waiting.
we kind of like...
I'm up for an adventure.
I guess we sort of want to spread out
Without a
maybe so we can
doubt.
all do a
Speak.
charge.
Patience.
Well,
And I'm thinking, well,
What troubles you?
how close we have to be to talk? I mean, I guess we, well... So I don't think we have any more, like, he's got no buffs left, does he? Anything we can use?
Request.
Yeah, we'll just see how it goes. So, how much health do you have? Can't tell apparently. Lindsay got
Just
the
let
most,
me
but she's
try.
also probably the squishiest, but let's try and talk with her, I guess. See how that goes. Lawful good. Attack. Your words will not save you, monster. See, why is that even lawful good? I mean, we just sort of taken the quests we had. Can we just attack without that? I feel like we should be able to just attack regardless,
Anything is
right?
possible.
Like, let's do that for one. Oh, that's... Oh, do we use that? What? Didn't it have like 15 or something? I could have swore that had like 15 or something crazy.
Share your will.
Yes.
I'm listening.
I'm still
I need to concentrate.
And Lindsay was
Um,
called forth.
How do you initiate a normal attack? Oh, wait, no. Is that... Because you can click like these and use them, but how do you actually just use a normal attack?
I wrote it like I saw it.
Wait. Oh no. I thought it was a healing thing. I was like, wait, what?
Knowledge is the key to
Maybe we
victory.
could start the battle with one of these? Man, it's such a short radius though, isn't it?
I'll
Wait, why
need
can
to
we not,
review
like...
this spell
I don't
later.
like that you have to do a lawful good action to start the fight. Like, it just... It seems kind of strange. That's not... What? What?
I'll need to review this spell later.
I mean, I'm probably being a bit, I don't know, because I don't know how this works. Like, I mean, I guess it doesn't matter for the most part. Just, yeah. It seems like we're still in the middle as far as I can tell with that. Oh, so it shows... Is that showing everyone, or is that... Oh, is that like different... I mean, I'm probably worrying about the alignment thing too much. It's just that it's one of the things, again, I don't know exactly how it works.
What troubles you?
I guess we'll still stick with what I said. Oh, actually. How do we want to... We want to make sure everyone can charge, I feel like, is the thing. Lawful good, then. Your words will not save you, monster. Good. I love fresh meat. I mean, I feel like, yeah, I don't know. Why is it even... Nah, I'm, I'm getting too caught up on the alignments. Oh, hello. Where the hell did you come from? Can we see now the inspecting? Okay, we don't have any real information apparently. Alright. Because I just felt like we probably should, if we all charge, like maybe that'll be enough to take it down. I don't think we... Oh yeah, we can still get a charge. Ah, fucker. Missing is the last thing we need. Okay, now she's like this. Okay, although there is the attack of opportunity, but that wasn't before with Harem, so... I don't...
Serves you right.
Okay. That sounded about right. Rage. And then charge. 19, nice. Harem. You cannot squeeze in there apparently. Okay. Go with that one then. 8? Yeah, that's something.
What
Oh, what?
a miserable last chapter.
I thought she was... Oh, she just knocked down? I thought she was already... okay. Oh my god, that's got a lot of health. Yeah, no, I don't think we'll be able to do this fight. Like, not with our, like, current resources. Yeah, that's a lot of health, actually. Oh, she can move a fair way. Oh, I guess, right, it's... Yeah, no, alright. Yeah. Don't think this is really gonna work out.
Tear them apart!
Maybe with some luck, but nah. Wait, why haven't I had an attack yet? Well, could do that. No, it's gonna hit more of them. Wait, so control though, right? Does it not? I had it noted down, control while targeting AoE to stop snapping targets, but that doesn't seem to actually do it. Like, it shifts that, I don't know what it's doing, but it still seems to do it. Yeah, that's actually really annoying, like, I don't want snapping, because that just, yeah. Yeah, this fight, if we are going to win, I mean, it's going to be most down, so...
I'll need to review this spell later.
Go for it. Please? Oh, a 12. That's not bad, but...
And will be. Definitely will be.
We need a lot better. Oh, are you... capable of doing something? No. I think this is definitely going to be a load.
Kill me.
Maybe we should have went at the small ones first.
Wretched things.
Yeah, because this one's got so much health. Yeah. Oh, she's down. That's... yeah.
I'll survive.
Yeah.
I always survive. This body holds no more.
Yeah, that's not going to happen. I mean, we can't necessarily do everything. I mean, even with resting, this would be a... Well, it probably wouldn't be that bad, because we'd have heal options, we'd have actually a variety of things, but... Alright, we're gonna have to walk away from that one for now. We did... Wait, yeah, because we do have 2 from that. Still. Alright, no, I think we're probably gonna have to rest, but...
Without a doubt.
Well, actually, there's only centipedes so far in that little place, so maybe we could get a little bit through. I feel like just maximizing as much as possible for resting seems to be the smart play. But, you know what? I think for now, we're probably going to call it for this one. I kind of can't believe how long we've been in this area, but my recorder says 2 hours. So, yeah, I think this is probably a good spot to stop. Let me know what you think, you know, about where we're at right now. Should I just rest? Am I being just too pedantic about it? Actually, pedantic, is that the right word? I feel like I use that word wrong sometimes. Yes, I'm going to actually stop right now and look up pedantic. Then we'll see if I'm using it wrong. Excessively concerned with minor details or... Oh no, that's definitely me. Absolutely. Yeah, so let me know if I am in fact being pedantic about this. Should I just rest? I know that later on it's probably more significant, but we do seemingly have quite a bit of time. Yeah, so... Yeah, I don't know. Let me know your thoughts on this sort of general situation with this. Should I just rest and not be worrying about it? Is it worth actually maximizing sort of as much as possible first? Yeah, should we feed some people to the wolves? Should we just skip the wolf fight? Should we rest and just do it? Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Just let me know any on that. Any suggestions, feedback. Much appreciated. Really regretting not buying more potions. I don't know if he had like a limit on those or what, but whenever we get access to a trader next, we are buying every possible healing potion we can. And something for Jathal. Because that's the thing with resting too. Like, we'll
Yes,
gain,
I'm still here.
what is it, like 3 uses of that. We'll also
Knowledge is
have...
the
Just
key
letting the
to
ink dry.
victory.
Yeah, she'll be able to use Cure Light Wounds a couple times.
State your
Jath will be
desire.
able to use this herself a couple times.
I'm up for an adventure.
And yeah, we get some other things back, so it is more than just healing, but... Yeah, as I said, I'm being pedantic about the time, I think, because I'm sure it's going to be a lot more significant later on than this starting bit, but... Yeah. Anyway, that's going to do it for now, because we've been in this map like for nearly 3 hours total, I think, between this and last one, which is kind of absurd. But I'm really enjoying this. Like, I am at this point pretty much all in for Pathfinder. I really like it. I am still a little worried about the kingdom management, just because it doesn't sound as fun as the rest of the game. So I think, even though we haven't got to it yet, I may actually shift that down to easiest, just because I'm really loving this, versus I feel like I'm just not going to care about the kingdom management as much, but we'll give it a shot though, you know, I may actually find it interesting, so I'm not going to set myself, yeah. But, yeah. Oh, actually, if you're familiar, without any spoilers, sort of how far am I towards the kingdom management? Like, I sort of assume it starts after we kill... what the hell is his name? I'm so bad with names. Stag Lord. How did I forget that? Like, I assume it starts after that, because I figure once we kill the Stag Lord, that's when we sort of start taking over, right? But yeah, I'm just sort of curious how far towards it is. Like, is it still based on my current pace? Are we like hours away from kingdom management, or... Yeah, I don't know, I'm just curious on that. But yeah, gonna do it for now. So just again, as always, I thank you very much for watching. I really do appreciate it. And yeah, just again, tips, suggestions, feedback, name corrections, all really do appreciate it. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.